Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to Kayville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Unloads quickly. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the ground. The pirouette on the run. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. First and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Looking to throw it again. Got his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Dropping back, it's Jolly. Dances away from the heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human able. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They move the tight end all over. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone. He uncorks one deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Christensen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense in an empty set. Let's go. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's right on target. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
The Gators will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Tight game as we start in the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The play action fake. Makes a connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw, it's Jolly. Oh, he makes the catch. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Slips away. He's going to take off. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense. Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Touchdown.
That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Running to Green. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second and 10 after the previous play.
29 Phil, check 10.
The aerial assault continues. And the ball is picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. And the Gators are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient and get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
And here comes the offense on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what
He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Comes out throwing on first down. Touchdown Gators! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He'll just keep slinging it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Fire! Flip it, unlock.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. Breaks the tackle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Back to throw, it's Jolly. Getting some heat. Makes the catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Gators are in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Extending the play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
29 Phil.
They'll try to pound their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next.
And the ball squirts out. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Looking to throw, it's Jolly. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
51-7.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.